Hey everyone, I'm Hailey and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we're going to be doing something quite fun and possibly a little bit scary. So at the beginning of quarantine, I spent about 2 or 3 weeks getting my old girl Missy to be able to go on a neck rope. So Missy is actually my 20-year-old RG mare. I've had her for about 2 years now, but she's been part of the family for basically my whole life. So Missy actually already plays polo bitless, and it was not a huge change for me to teach her how to go bitless versus with a neck rope. But it has been about 4 months since I've used a neck rope on Missy, so there's a good chance that she's probably forgotten a little bit. So today I'm gonna try to ride Missy with just her neck rope. I'm hoping we can go all the way and go with no bridle today, but we'll just have to see how Missy reacts. One thing about Missy is that she is actually incredibly spooky, so hopefully that's not going to be an issue. She is basically scared of everything that moves and everything that doesn't move. So that could be quite an obstacle, especially when I don't have a bridle. Anyways, I hope you guys like today's video. So before I start tacking up, I just had to switch Missy and Savannah because Missy's stall, you can kind of see it a little bit in the video, but Missy's stall is like pitch black pretty much. So I just switched them so that you guys can actually see what I'm doing. So right now I'm basically just laying all of my stuff out. I decided that I was going to use Missy's bitless bridle because she basically already always goes in that anyway. I just took all the extra stuff off that we normally use when she's playing polo. Now I'm taking Missy's blankets off because she's actually clipped, so all of her hair is shaved off, so she has to wear some pretty hefty blankets so that she doesn't get cold outside, considering I live in Canada, so it's November and it's already getting pretty chilly here. Now I'm just putting on Missy's bitless bridle, and she actually just has some clip-on reins, and I end up taking those off while I'm going and getting my stuff on, just because I don't like to have her tied up in the stall because she generally doesn't actually like being tied up. Even when she's tacked up for polo, she's much happier to just stand in the stall on her own. Now I'm just putting my jumping saddle on her, and I'm using my jumping saddle basically because I haven't used it in a while and it's really comfy. The last person to ride in my jumping saddle was actually a very young child, so the stirrups are a little bit short.
Oh, she looks so nice in the jumping tack.
Yeah, I'm surprised it fits her. Because you're such a chunky lady.
Big bones.
Okay, now we gotta bring my stirrups down like 20 holes. My girth and breast collar were definitely a tiny bit tight on Missy now that she's gained a little bit of winter chub. And I basically just dropped my stirrups by like 10 or 15 holes. Then I just tossed the neck rope on, and now she's all tacked and ready. Now that Missy's in the arena, I am just slowly doing her girth up by 1 or 2 holes at a time and then taking little walk breaks in between. I like doing the girth up this way just because I find that it's more comfortable for the horse because it gives them more time to adjust to having their girth more snug around their belly. And then after their girth is all snug, I do a quick little front leg stretch just so that there's no wrinkly skin caught underneath the girth. You're gonna be okay. Oh, good girl. I'm so proud of you. You haven't spooked once.
She's like, yeah, just you wait.
Ooh, my stirrup is way too short on this side.
Cute.
Well, I'm gonna just like warm her up normally without using the neck rope, and then we'll start like getting into using the neck rope and the scary stuff. And, oh my god, you're so fun. So now that she's relatively warmed up, I'm going to ride around a bit using the neck rope and the reins. Since Miss Canada already knows how to neck rein from being a polo pony, like I don't have to teach her how to steer with a neck rope. It's mainly just to see if she remembers how to stop. Let's hope.
Stopping good.
Yeah. Just a little tip for teaching your own horse, if you're going to do that, how to go on the neck rope. When you're teaching them how to stop, what you want to do is you want to pull on the reins at the same time that you pull on the neck rope so that they gradually start to associate the neck rope feeling with stopping, so it starts going hand in hand.
Good girl. Remember how to stop.
I was basically just going around the arena, stopping and accelerating a couple times just to see if she remembered how to do it, and she did.
Now, I'm going to tie up my reins. Just so they're there, it's like an emergency. Hopefully. Hopefully they're only there for an emergency. And we're gonna go around with just a neck rope for a bit. Like I said, I spent like 3 weeks teaching her how to go on the neck rope at the beginning of quarantine. So I'm basically just reminding her how to do it, hoping that she remembers.
Polo ponies are generally trained to heavily rely on the rider's seat as opposed to the bridle and reins anyway, so it was mostly just my seat when I was asking her to stop as opposed to the actual neck rope. Once I felt that she was comfortable and ready, I asked her to go into a canter.
Okay, you are doing so good. Can you take those? I don't want her to spook. Okay, Missy, you're free mostly, ish. Baby steps. And I think the baby steps are mostly for me, not for her.
No, she's doing awesome.
Well, I hope so. I spent like 3 weeks training her how to do it.
I went around the arena a few more times and she was responding really well and basically the same.
Okay. Do we want to go with no rattle? You're free. Oh my god, it's been so long since I've done this.
Unfortunately, when it comes to Missy, she responds best when the rope or even the reins when you're playing polo are really high up on her neck. That's just how she was trained, and the rope kept falling all the way down to like her chest basically, so anytime it would fall far down, I basically couldn't turn her. I rode around a bit and she gradually was getting a little bit more spicy as we went around, but that was okay. And I decided that it would actually maybe be a bit fun if I picked up a mallet and started to hit the ball around.
Good girl. Good girl.
Whee!
Imagine I hit you.
That would have been really great.
You think we should give no saddle a try?
Yeah, she's been so good.
Good girl. She's like looking at me like, what are you doing here?
You're so cute.
What's kind of funny is that I actually told one of my students about my bridleless idea, and he then told me that he would only be impressed if I managed to ride her with absolutely no tack. So here you go, Trenton.
You're free, basically. But not like totally free, please. Wow. I have not barebacked her in so long. And honestly, I'm a little bit scared. I'm sorry. I know. I know probably I do a little bit. It's kind of funny, my legs are like squished into her back fat. Good. Whoa. Good girl.
Oh.
Oh, my big chunky lady. I'm so proud of her. She seems very confused.
She is.
I am so proud of how she did. It's been close to 4 months since she's been like bridleless, and she's just doing so well. But she's trying to bite my foot. Why?
She's like, no, we're not doing that.
Oh, good girl. I'm so happy. Good girl. So if you guys like today's video, like and subscribe down below, and leave your thoughts in the comments, and turn the notification bell on so that you know every time I post. Stop trying to bite my foot! See you guys later.